everybody, welcome along to Grassroots Rugby, club rugby from New Zealand, from up and down New Zealand in fact. We're going to start in Hawke's Bay before we go to Thames Valley, South Canterbury and Auckland. That's what's on the program today. But Hastings is our first stop, and the Bridge Par Rugby Club. Now, we've been going for 26 seasons now, and we reckon we've been to almost all of the clubs in New Zealand, but this is our first visit ever to Bridge Par. It's Matariki weekend, that's the Māori New Year. And here in Hastings, they are celebrating in style.
Yeah, firstly I'd just like to say tihei Matariki, being our Matariki New Year for our Māori whakapapa. I'd like to acknowledge that, and just the club, I think we've been in existence for about 15 years. And I started it on the side of a bench. I was sitting on a bench with a couple of friends, having a conversation, and that's pretty much what it's grown into today. And that's where we're at.
And those fellas you were chatting with on the day, they still part of it?
I think I'm playing with one of their sons today. I think we were coming to the end of our careers 15 years ago, and I'm still playing. So one day, hopefully, I got a son who's 10. I might get to play with him one day, and that's probably be one of my goals for my whole life.
So what's your plan for today?
So today we're playing the last game of the season. We've been playing Division 1 for the last 4 weeks. So we get to play the bottom of the Premier Division in Hawke's Bay. So that's been a blessing, that's been an eye-opener. That's really where we want to be anyway. So yeah, just real grateful to be able to play rugby today and represent our club and our community and our whānau.
It's good that we've got something to get into, eh?
Yeah, well, I think that's where we've come from, a place of trying to do our best, keep our families busy, keep promoting sports and well-being. Health and well-being is really where we are. It's a huge thing in today's world. So that's pretty much all we're trying to do, keep our kids busy and keep ourselves busy, really. Yeah, just a shout out to all our whānau, especially all those ones that come out week in, week out and kind of give up their time and their energy to give it to our kaupapa, which is rugby. So just like thank yous for all the mahi that you do, and hopefully you're all down here today with your whānau, and then we can have an awesome day. So mauri ora whānau.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky. We've got a long-term lease with the sports park. We've got some of the best lights and club rugby lights in Hawke's Bay. Got a shell for our soon-to-be club rooms, so things are sort of moving in the right direction for us. Over the last couple of years on our journey, we've lost a few of our whānau who are heavily involved with our rugby. Our Uncle Bull, who we lost last year, was here since the start, and he actually was our first ever Blazer recipient. So today, one of our players gets to receive his Blazer, and he becomes Blazer recipient number 5. So we haven't got many, we haven't got too many life members and long-time players and all that sort of thing because of our age and stuff. So, you know, we think of those guys when we're playing. Obviously, they set the early foundations for our men's team. And also Kazi Das, who's always with us, who passed away, who was a member of our team a few years ago as well. So he was there when we were sort of setting these goals to get up in this level. But many of us whānau still involved with the club and playing and off the field. So yeah, obviously there's bigger picture behind everything, and some of those people and our tamariki and our whānau are some of the driving forces behind what we're trying to do.
You're the coach, right?
Yes.
How's the team doing?
Yeah, not too bad. A little bit tougher than the previous year, but yeah, we're down in the Hepa Paiwai competition now, which is playing off for 7th to 12th and sitting top of the table there, and hopefully can keep heading towards getting that 7th spot.
What do you think your strengths are on conditions like this?
Our team's been evolving over the last couple of seasons, but our strength has always been our forward pack, so hopefully we can get the rolling maul going today and score some good pick and go tries.
So who shall I keep an eye on who's making the plays in the forwards?
Off the bench, we've got a couple of the boys that played for the Magpies on Wednesday in the Fairlie Shield game, so they're a little bit tired still, so they might see the field towards the back end, and that's Joel Hintz and Semi Vodosesi. Joel's a tight head prop, and he played 70 on Wednesday, so he'll still be a bit tired. He's only got one pace, the old diesel tractor, so we'll see how he gets on. And then, yeah, Semi's a pretty elusive Fijian number 8, so if he sees the field, we'll probably watch out for him as well.
What's it like having a new bunch on the team?
Yeah, I think it's awesome what Bridge Par have been doing. Clearly they're an aspirational club trying to work their way into the Premier competition, and They did pretty well in the previous round and earned a spot into the Hepapaiwai competition now. And I mean, yeah, I know it's been a bit tough for them, but at least they get a gauge on sort of where they're at and keep progressing in the future. It's cool for Hawke's Bay Rugby when clubs are keen to grow like these boys are.
No expectations. Way hard.
How's the team looking today?
Oh, yeah, all right. As good as we can, I suppose. Bit light on our bench, but that's all right.
So, but you've still got some strengths for the conditions today?
Yeah. So, obviously, a bit muddy today, so it was just looking at keeping it in the forwards. Yeah.
Those guys pretty well rely on their forwards to do everything, so I'm going to rely on all the backs to do defence.
Yeah, definitely. So everyone, we're relying on everyone today. It's just about coming together for our last game. Yeah.
So what's important for you?
Important for me.
Yeah.
Family. Sense of belonging. And just playing with pride for my community.
Okay, well, who should I keep an eye on today in the team?
Me. Anyone you want, mate. Anyone you want.
Okay.
You know, keep an eye on all of us, brother. Yeah.
Well, first we'll have a look at the central team. They're the visitors from Waipukurau, and here is Asher Mitchell playing his 50th game today and leading his team onto the field. Bridge Par against Central.
Yeah, this will be a doozy. Real challenge, of course, for Bridge Par. Nice to get here. Nice to see them for the first time. 520 odd rugby clubs in New Zealand, mate.
Yeah?
We've been doing this, as you said, 26 years. Good to see Bridge Par out there, but a step up for them. Normally a Div 2 side, and they're over for the first try in the Div 1 competition.
There it is. Up they pull the big guys, and it's the big man himself, Asher Mitchell.
Yeah, big fella too, but he gets low, doesn't he? Asher Mitchell, jersey 5, you see him there with the strapping. Burrows over, 5th player in this club to earn the 50th blazer. So congratulations to him, good club man.
Central get it downfield with a rather inelegant kick. Now here they come through Waiera. The kick, the chase, the regather, the kick again. He's not, is he? Unbelievable.
That, folks, right there is a highlights reel. 12 months, all season, highlight reel, snap, right there, beautiful. The kick, and the kick on the point, so it had to bounce up. A double kick, but this is the old kick and chase and catch. Wow, what wonderful skills, what wonderful vision. He saw where the open space was. Wow, man, you're going to clip that tape and play it forever.
Be impressed. Good scrum from Central. They've got the drive on, the referee's playing an advantage.
Yep, loose forwards breaking early. Fair enough.
They're not going back. Everybody's off. Right. Under the post, the driving across. Try signalled to Tyler Kopua.
Strong, isn't he? Second 5'8", jersey 12 we're looking for here, so purely advantage. Scrum almost going nowhere in the end. In fact, Central just pivot around to the left, so made it even harder for Kopua. But of 2 defenders, leg drive, help with his mates. Really important if you can get a supporting player on to push you over, double the force.
Big run in from Bellamy.
Gee, they're willing both teams, aren't they? Bridge Par really playing above themselves. As I said, real challenge for them playing in Div 1.
Yeah, the referee's playing an advantage for knockback 10. Doesn't matter. Kahui goes across in the corner. They were trying to push him out, but he got there first.
Love the pace of play Bridge Par are playing. When they have these opportunities and they're making these inroads, they're converting these chances. And great example here, Kahui, just strength, using that left-hand fend. They knew where the corner was, reached out, upper body strength, good control, and they extend their lead.
Well, Central getting penalised far too often down here in the red zone, and Bridge Par are taking advantage of it. They've scored a couple of tries from penalties already. This looks like it might be another one. Oh, he's gone very close as Mitchell. And somebody's dived. Tap and a go. And it's the loose forward, Wainohu.
They are direct, Bridge Power, aren't they? Once more, an opportunity inside the 22. They've got good numbers to the breakdown. They don't look to be going wide, although they have scored in that bottom right-hand corner, but a lot of it in and around the ruck area. They know where the numbers are, they know where the support players are, and they are just going straight.
Conversion is over, and that represents a very good first half for Bridge Power here at the Mitre 10 Sports Park in Hastings. They're ahead by 24 points to 12. You've got to be happy with that.
Yep, Central, very experienced side as well. They know they're not out of it. Look at the structure of this line-out drive. Good power.
Hardwidge goes across. Pat's on the back for the replacement hooker. And they're back in this game well and truly.
Yeah, good control, good throw. You know, beautiful line-out jump going straight up with the hands going towards the ball. And then just the numbers in behind. Good leg drive. Very, very hard to stop for Bridge Power. We know how combative they are. They couldn't stop it.
Central again. This is Vondosese. Looking for it out the back. And McPherson. If they don't stop him, he'll end up in the puddle. McPherson gets the try.
Yeah, good ball carry from the skipper. Not sending so many numbers to the breakdown now. Central, you can see some of the ball numbers are out wide. They're all ball players too, which is a great skill of New Zealand rugby players. 1 through to 15, all comfortable with ball, catch and pass. But McPherson, leg drive, thought he was going to get held up. Once more the support of his mates. 2 in the tackle, 2 in the leg drive, getting over for the try. Oh no, Bridge Power caught napping.
Not paying attention, and goes Zach Simpson. Sliding across. Now that might cause a bit of contention, but Zach's up and running.
Oh, I hope that's not going to be the decider. Put Central ahead and well ahead now too. Might have sealed the game.
They were having a little team talk, a kōrero.
Well, referee, I don't know, there might have been some miscommunication there. Bridge Power thought they were having a pause and play. Central took the opportunity. That's what you got to do. Play to the whistle, play to the referee. And Central, after being behind at half time, have got this one, Mace.
Wow, 36-24. Bridge Power scoreless in the second half. Central get the win.
Oh, I guess we finished off well. We've trained hard all year. Probably the fitness for us is a key thing we work on. We're not the biggest team, so yeah, it wrapped to get the win.
Big heart though. Look at them sitting up there at the top of the table. 3-point lead over Mac. Bridge Power, well, I reckon they played a whole bunch better than that position that they are in the table. They were very good today, especially in the first half. When we come back, we're off to Waihi. That's the next stop in Grassroots Rugby this week before we go to Mackenzie in South Canterbury. Grassroots Rugby takes you to Waihi in the Thames Valley Union. Waihi, a gold mining town, a couple of hours south of Auckland. And speaking of gold, here's Ross Cooper.
Well, Mark, big game today. Obviously a great season. What's the difference between this year and last year?
Well, the 2 years before. Yeah, it was pretty lean the last 2 years. Planning for this year probably started in October last year. So for me, I think being outside the area was learning the importance of the rugby club and the community, and then getting the players to buy into that. Back in the height of the mining, there were 10 rugby clubs in Waihi, and now there's 1. So just every time they get out there, they're playing for the whole community.
It's pretty powerful. The community is right behind the club this year, and you've turned it around, a final between teams 1 and 2 for the second round. Got to add that, don't we? But it's pretty important to finish in the right order that you think we should finish in.
Yeah, we are, yes, 11-0, but our job's not done. So those 4 teams that are in the semis will obviously be vying for the final and to win the final. No one remembers who comes second, unfortunately. So yeah, so no, we're looking forward to the challenge. It's been a good week, good build up, and yeah, we played these guys in round 1, first game.
Martin, we've had a great season. What do you put that down to?
Oh, look, I think it's obviously a lot of planning's gone into the season. Losing the semi-final last year sort of hurt. So it's all the eggs in one basket this year, as far as obviously we brought a couple of new boys in. We've still got a core group of locals. But in terms of our success this year, just, the boys just coming together, with the same goal in mind, winning the comp.
That's the same answer as we got from Waihi, really. But,
Yep.
you've built up for this game after the first game where you lost to Waihi in a close game. I watched that game and it was quite close. What's changed between then and now?
Oh, I think that first game we were a little bit underdone. Obviously, we didn't quite have a pre-season we wanted to. We've had a few boys coming from that game as well. Discipline really let us down in that game. I think Quinn there, 5'8", hit 5 penalty goals. So that's on us. So, massive improvement for us in terms of the discipline from there. And hopefully, fingers crossed today, we don't do the same thing.
You've had a great season, let's be honest. You've only dropped 1 game, and that was the first one, and that was reasonably close. How do you think you're going to go today?
Yeah, we're very confident today. We haven't quite had the build that we wanted to. We've had the last month only having 1 game with a couple of teams defaulting. We sort of lost our momentum going forward, but we got it back last week, had a great training on Thursday, so the boys will be extremely pumped today. And again, we want to get that game back, which you dropped in the first round. So
Played 11, won 11. That's Waihi's record so far this season. This is round 12. It's the last round of matches before the playoffs. And Paeroa's record? Played 11, won 10.
Yeah, pretty important to keep momentum going. Of course, you win, you want to get home advantage. Going through to that semi-final.
Tioka Cox took a bit of a hammering there, but I'm afraid you've got to let go of the ball, and Bellamy is penalised right in front.
Yeah, I just think Paeroa's intent here, the green machine, want to take those points when they come, and why not? You work hard for them, collect 3.
Take them while they're going, because they might not come back. Emery with the successful goal kick.
You've got to make comment of great crowds here in Waihi. Wonderful afternoon, great occasion, of course, but the crowd's turning out for all of these rugby matches. Great to see you out there, folks.
It's a neat little ground, this. Neat little ground. The referee's coming back. He was playing an advantage. So Waihi have the penalty.
They might take the 3-2 throw, Mace, I think, just to tie things up. We know how tight this game's going to be. Good strike.
2 good teams, and they know they're closely matched, and they're reacting accordingly when they get a chance to score. Delaney. Nope. Off the back goes Siule. He gets taken a couple short, and the loose forwards continue the run round, and that's Brett Ranger, who's gone in, the veteran.
The veteran, but still a classy footballer, Brett Ranger. One of the Heartland Players of the Year a few years ago, wasn't he, for Thames Valley in the Heartland competition. And he is a veteran, knows where to be, jersey 7, and just coming around, good momentum. Hardly stopped. Good loose forward trio, Waihi. Oh, good clash.
Collision, and the bounce of the ball has gone Waihi's way, and Paulry Lane goes in the corner, does he? Yes. Wow, that cover defence was quick.
Yeah, but good contest in the air. That's what football's all about. Both players attacking it, eyes on the ball. Wonderful to see. Good refereeing as well to let it go. No intent being around the ball, right? See the Waihi players both left and right side of the contested ball. If it's going to bounce, it'll go into one of their hands. Went into Paulry Lane, and he just pinned his ear back.
The Waihi fans are pretty happy with that try. Here's the conversion attempt. Oh, that didn't miss by terribly much. So we go to the break with Waihi. That's a handy lead, 18-3. It's a dog that's got his legs about him. Moody old sky over Waihi as Paeroa get the second half underway of this top of the table clash in Thames Valley Rugby. Waihi in the red are ahead by a few less because a try has been scored virtually from kick-off by Malila Longai.
What a dream start, Paeroa. They would have talked about field position. They haven't had a whole heap. It's been wave after wave from Waihi early on. Just need to get some field position, need to convert some opportunities, and pressure was going to do that, so pushing forward the whole time. Wow, what a dream start. You cannot script that in the sheds, can you?
No, the coach wouldn't have even taken his seat, I wouldn't imagine, when that happened. Now, breakaway round the back by Tamoana Nui. Look out, that comfortable lead that they had at half-time is closing down fast.
Rapidly closing down. You did right, rapidly closing down, and this is probably, the line-out was a mess in the end.
So was the defence.
Yeah, so was the defence. But all of that is rectified with hard, straight, determined running. Try of the game, I think, so far, for me.
Strong, battling run from Ringer. That's a good carry. Look out.
Oh,
no, not another one.
Great pressure.
Not another one. And it's another try, is it? He's claiming it. He's claiming it as a foul. The referee's checking left, checking right.
Come on, referee. I will say it's a try because I can see it from my angle. Foul the number 8. Just that pressure. We talked about going forward, didn't we? Just pressure, converting opportunities, confirmed. Man, good line speed, good pressure, just never ever giving up. 24-22, kick to come. What a contest.
And 2 charge downs in the second half. Waihi looking to get back on the bike. Really they are. Off the back goes Siuli.
Oh, penalty advantage coming here for Waihi. Will they try and use it? They are going to use it.
Collard, nice run. Looks for support out wide. There's plenty of it. And with a roll and a duck, Ethan Seymour goes in, and that might possibly be enough.
Brilliant use of the advantage too from Waihi. Wonderful. You can see it all under there. Very compact, weren't they, in the end, Paeroa? Space on the outside, if they can get it there. They were desperate to get it out there, Waihi. They did in the end. A few bounce passes, a few people cut back.
Collard. Oh, what a season he's had with the boot.
Waves to the crowd.
Full time goes. Waihi are the winners. Collard pushes his score up to 179 points for the season. What a game.
Yeah, we chose to win in the first half. We tried to get ahead, but we done the opposite and buried ourselves in a little bit of a hole, and Waihi were too good to... We clawed our way back just to even, but they were good enough to come back over us on the end, so full play to them.
They played really well, and you had to fight deep for that one, but you got there in the end.
Yeah, they're big boys, and they've got skillful backside, and they just wouldn't go away. So a few lapses on our end that we'll tidy up around our set piece and probably a few exits, but it was good.
Highly technical, isn't it? Yeah, it was good. They've played very well indeed. Have Waihi, they're sitting there at the top of the table, and Paeroa just in behind them. Hauraki North there, they were the beaten finalists last year. All right, to South Canterbury. This is Fairlie. It's on the road to the mountains and the lakes, and people love to stop for a feed along the way.
It's going to be a great day, number 1, and the Rams are going to have a cracker of a game.
All right.
All right.
And everybody's fortified with pies, you know.
I think they're going to all be satisfied with pies. Before the game and after the game.
Go
Fairlie.
Great pies.
Great boys.
Beautiful.
Rugby in Mackenzie district really started in 1875 with the establishment of the Burks Pass Football Club, as it was known then. This is the first known rugby ground in the Mackenzie district at Burks Pass Village in 1875. The little flat patch in the middle there, it was slightly sloped, but no worse than a lot of grounds in those days. So that was really our beginning. And then 1907, Cricklewood joined the ranks and they decided to form the first sub-union in 1907. At one stage in the early 50s, we actually had 5 teams and things were looking really good, but unfortunately the 2 dam sides, which were Pukaki and Tekapo, they'd finished their work and their clubs were about to fold. So the clubs got together and decided to form the Mackenzie Rugby Football Club in the end of 1952 for the 1953 season. For the very first time, joined a South Canterbury competition. Their first championship was not till 2003. We were in the final the next year and lost it to the Harlequins, and we haven't been in a final since. But this year was been a bit unusual. We started a bit shakily. We had a few dramas, but things started to sort themselves out with a bit of hard work and a few miracles. And a particular ex-All Black by the name of Hika Elliott turned up, and he actually married a girl from Albury, and that's why he came back here after all his 20 years of professional rugby. And really he's turned things around. People are turning up to practice and making a bit of an extra effort. So he's really turned us around big time. And we haven't been in the top 4 for quite a few years, but this year we're right on the edge of it. And I think it'll come down to the game against Temuka next week at Temuka. That will be a virtual quarter-final to get into the top 4.
Let's go the Rams! Go the Rams!
Go the Rams. They're talking about Mackenzie with Go the Rams, and the blue, the visitors. This is Old Boys, and Mackenzie come trotting out onto Strathconan Park in Fairlie.
You're going to tell you folks, blue sky day, but she'll be chilly out there. Hard underfoot. You've got some pretty hardy folk here coming to watch some good footy.
Ooh, Higgins will not be tackled. He just will not be tackled. He must have gone through about 6 or 8 tackles there. Finally, the ball's coming to the halfback lot.
Show and go.
Show, go, don't stop me. Robertson scores.
Just opened up for him, didn't he? Good enough to take it. Saw the gap, took the gap, got the try. Been a tough whole season for Old Boys, I have to say, though. 6 or 7, maybe even 8 players out. Season-ending injuries, so it is tough for them. Mackenzie, however, pretty good side, well drilled. Look pretty fit and able.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah.
They're making it look fairly easily there, aren't they? As the drive just took them to the line, and then round the corner came Dobbs. Fairly young side, this Mackenzie team. And a number of them are in the South Canterbury under-21 extended squad that was named this week. And, that's a good try. It's a very good try to Rivabella. Well, talk about make something out of nothing.
Well, it's beautiful the way he just positioned himself. A beautiful floating ball, got on the outside of his opposition. So much work to do with the kick and chase. Very, very pleased for Old Boys to get on the score sheet.
Boom as Higgins goes downfield. Now the backs get a bit of a run, although there's 1 or 2 bigger than backs in there. Jordan sticks his head in. Higgins is away again. Throws the dummy. Gets caught from behind, looking for support. There it is. And Gurin strides across the last couple of metres for the try.
Oh, I mean, I love the look forward, getting the try, but Connor Higgins, you have to give it to jersey 6, didn't he? He just, the Energizer Bunny would not stop. Boy, when you bring energy to a game, it just ignites other players around you. So good.
Robertson goes again. He's not scared to run. Spotted a gap, through he went. There's the support coming. And they've just got numbers to burn here, and the try is going to be scored in the end by Mitchell. It could have been about 4 blokes there who scored that.
Numbers to burn, but also the confidence to offload. Offload knowing that there's going to be support both left and right. You can throw that ball. High risk, high reward, and they're getting so much reward on Mackenzie.
Couple of back doors, which gets them out wide, and racing free is Lower Kelly. Lower Kelly, who has got wings. He offloads, and Geary goes in the corner.
support back up. It's a fundamental, isn't it? Support back up, stay in the game. If you're going to pass the ball and the opposition needs to kind of almost check you, take you out so you don't stay in that game.
Robertson from the touchline. Just drifted across in front. So 29-5 at halftime. That's a very good lead to Mackenzie. Any chance of one of those pickled onions, Sue?
An old All Black mate of mine, Hika Elliott, has moved down here, not playing this afternoon. I think he's been doing a bit of coaching, but for those, remember Hika Elliott, 100-odd games for the Chiefs, Māori All Black as well. Would have loved to have seen him running around out there.
Well, Higgins has started off another long-range move from Mackenzie. He's not going to be the one that's going to finish it. That's going to go to Kerr. But Higgins again making the progress up the field.
And great skills under pressure too, weren't they, Mackenzie? And Old Boys were actually up there in their face defensively, but the skill, the pass, the width that Mackenzie's playing with, why they're getting the rewards.
Mitchell in space. Ball in both hands, decides he'll go right, and Hickey Elliott's replacement, Dan Dobbs, goes in. He's one of those guys I was talking about who are in the South Canterbury under-21 squad.
He's strong. I mean, just as a coaching point, he caught it with one hand. I think his coaches of the under-21s were saying get two hands on the ball, son, and hold it. Another example here.
McNabb making an awful lot of ground downfield. Robertson again, loves this. Wasn't Robertson actually, it was Geary. Geary looks for support, finds a sprinting Johnny Andrews. Oh, they'll love that.
They absolutely love that, and Johnny Andrews deserves that too, because those little pistons of his were working overtime to keep up. He wasn't running all that way, not getting a try.
Oh, goodness, that's a monster. That's a monster of a scrum from Mackenzie. There's a penalty for some reason. It could have been anything. And the backs are now playing with freedom as they want, when they want. A little offload off the ground. Excellent try.
George Lott, halfback, just metres short, wasn't he? But beautiful intent to keep the ball flowing, keep it moving, keep backing up and support. I mean, they're racking up the score, but they're still energised, they're still involved in Mackenzie.
Oh, lovely cut through there from Folau. Folau looks outside, finds Lott, and he outdistances the defence to the corner.
Yep, the little scrum half's been involved in most of the movement this afternoon, so good to see him get a 5-pointer as well.
From deep in their own half, they're not worried. They'll have a go. Well, they're so comfortably ahead on the scoreboard that Mackenzie, of course, are going to have a go from everywhere. They've got all the big numbers on the field now, and some of the big players as well. And there's the man who started the day at centre, Angus Mitchell, goes in for another try.
Very unselfish side, aren't they, Mackenzie? They're backing up, supporting each other. Not many tries have gone begging. And there'll be a few historians in that lot right there have seen a lot of Mackenzie play, looking for the record books, I'd say.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think this might be a record. I think it might be a record already as McNabb takes off field. Wow. Oh, get up.
Well, I think we've just seen the try of the game, haven't we? The big number 8.
It wasn't the number 8, actually. That's Kieran Harris, the other lock forward. He's wearing 4, just like you used to.
Well, give that man the try of the day.
Just because he's
we'll
in
wrap it up.
4, eh?
That'll do us.
91 points to 5. Very, very comfortable to Mackenzie. But I'll tell you what, I thought Old Boys were a bit better than that.
The heart's always there for us. You know, the line is nice and proud. So, yeah, we're just ticking along and doing the best we can.
Yeah, up the Rams. Good game today. Real good game.
Good start of the season.
Very good. Oh, not a good start to the season, but a good end to the season.
All right.
So, yeah, looking forward to hopefully semi-finals.
Yeah, well, they're sitting in semi-final qualification at the moment, sitting there at 4th with 8 wins. Mackenzie Old Boys, unfortunately, yet to record a win this season, but they keep coming. Well, stick around, folks. When we come back, we're going up to Auckland to look for what is almost a brand new rugby club, Puketapapa, the newest premier club in Auckland. To Auckland now, and this is Puketapapa, also known as Mount Roskill. And in the shadow of Puketapapa is Fairlie Park, where Puketapapa Roskill play their games.
For those who follow my trails around the country and grassroots rugby, you know how I like to make a personal connection, if I can, with either a club or a community. I couldn't believe my luck this week when the producer said you're off to Mount Roskill, because I went to that primary school over there, which is just across the road from the club rooms, and the nice rugby touch is my sister Geraldine went to the grammar school, Mount Roskill Grammar. Now that's where she got me my very first All Black autograph. Came home one day and said, my teacher is Peter Whiting. Paul Whiting, of course, great All Black from the early 70s, 20 test matches, 50 games, wonderful player. A wonderful connection, and I still have that autograph to this very day. Well, Nick, the Mount Roskill story is a fascinating one. The fact we're standing here in an industrial site shows the community support. Somebody's rallied in giving some premises.
Yes, yeah, so I don't know if I'm allowed to mention his name, but tall Singaporean Indian bloke named Nicholas Pandy. He heard about our fight and he rang me up and he said, Coach, because I coached him when he was young, he said, Coach, I own a building down at end of Frost Road there if you want to come and use it. He said, this was all black. If you've seen the photos of this place before we got here, that wall wasn't here. The kitchen wasn't there. We'll put everything in. Because I said to him, okay, you give us the building and we'll do the work. I don't want you to do anything else. So it's been slow because we've had to just go with people when they've got the time to do things. Yeah, we've been really lucky.
And one young chap's obviously a very skilled carver. Tell us about that,
yes.
that feature.
Yeah, so we've got quite a strong Tongan community here in Mount Roskill and in our club. So Latu, whose surname I actually can't pronounce, he's quite a well-known Tongan carver. So he's carved a few items for us. That the shield for our club, he carved the prizes. Those were actually prizes for our club, the paddle and the drum, the pakea. We've got a church that comes in here Sunday mornings. We've got a boxing club that comes downstairs on a Thursday. Yeah, so lots of people come and go. Because I'm at school, my academy kids use the gym. So yeah, it's a marae. It's a really great space, cool space. You know, you come up here and somebody's on the guitar. It's just got a good vibe to it.
Well, I got the warmest of welcomes to this club this afternoon. I had more hugs and kisses than 20 years of grassroots rugby, mainly from this wonderful crew here. And I want to know why this club is so important to you, why you enjoy coming to the games.
So my dad's an old Roskill rugby man, so that's how I ended up here. And a couple of years ago, when we didn't have senior rugby in our community, there was a really big question asked from the community, and they wanted to play for Roskill. They didn't want to play for anyone else. So we kind of put our heads together, and Dad said, well, let's start a senior club, and that's what we did. And it's been a very tough, very long journey, but it's been really fulfilling. And it's really nice to see all of the families that we've known from, childhood be able to come back on the sidelines and play for their community.
Good to see the chairman out working. You got the vis vest, you got the drink bottles. You're never idle.
There was my job description was rather vague in terms of what the chairmanship entailed. For some reason, I thought it was paperwork and chairing meetings, but no, it's about water bottles when they need first aid, strapping. I actually rope off all the field in the mornings, and then liaising with the storeholders. And there's no beer to be found anywhere at the end of the game.
We've heard about the tremendous journey it took to get here. So you must be immensely proud that you're playing Premier Rugby, you're competitive, and everyone's following you.
Extremely proud. It's not about wins and losses. It's about growing our community and getting our community behind us. I'm not tangata whenua, but this is our tūranga waiwai. And it there hasn't been a senior premier game played here since maybe 20, 30 odd years ago. So we're making history.
So going into your first Premier season, what were the goals and how many have you achieved?
Oh, there was a few goals that we set ourselves. We were hoping to, one, field a team and have some really consistent numbers, and we've been able to achieve that. We were hoping to make some noise within the community, Roskill community, and I believe we've achieved that as well. If you can look around and see all the stalls and the supporters, and it's great for the community. And it's our first year in the Big Boys Club, playing Auckland Club Rugby Premier, and we're holding our own. We're holding our own, but I'm really happy at this stage.
At the beginning of the season, did you think you'd be playing the reigning premiers and you might be favourites here?
Oh, well, I mean, we knew it was going to be a big ask for us, and we don't have the luxuries of some of the resources or the calibre of players going around Auckland. But I'd like to think that the boys that put on the jersey are proud of where they come from and who they're representing, and go out there and give it 110%. That's all we can ask for.
And what area of the game would you see the most improvement in through the course of the season in terms of playing tactics?
The boys' skill set, their rugby IQ, some of them have never had that next level of coaching, and it's nice to see them flourish out there and take on everything that we're all learning. So it's just nice to, as a coach, to see them come out and prosper week in, week out.
Shout out to Grassroots Rugby. Let's hear with Puketapapa and Manukau City here in the heart of Auckland, Central Auckland, ladies and gentlemen.
Here come Manukau Rovers, champions in 2023, and now Puketapapa, Mount Roskill. Here's Tom.
And probably the longest spell that Roskill have enjoyed. Draw pass should lead to a try. It should be the simplest. Oh, it's a feint. And the salute from Sam Wangoya as he finishes the job off in fine style. And it'll be the home team Roskill. They had the lead by 5 points to 0. And in the replay, you can see that pass across the back line. There was 3-on-1. The defender had no chance. It was just a case of would he draw and pass? Would he go himself? He went himself. And the number 7 enjoyed the spoils. More ball off the back for Roskill to enjoy. And captain Fairlie, he just loves it. And on the same side they scored moments ago. Could be another draw and pass job. Well, the fullback holds it, lets it go, try in the corner from one end to t'other. That's a majestic try in anyone's books. It'll be Murgatroyd who finishes it off, but what a beautiful incision. Again, in the replay, you can see Hefo plays a big part, the number 10, and then it was up to the fullback and wing to work out who would score the try, and it was a lovely offload at the end into Murgatroyd. His name will be on the score sheet, but the entire team need a pat on the back. Guys are lightning. More ball for Rovers. Put the ball back on the boot. Oh, he hasn't dropped one today. He didn't drop that one. And shows acceleration aplenty. Found the gap, exploited it. Looked left, looked right, couldn't find anyone. Good tackle by his opposite feet now to slow it down. Will it stop the try though? Time will tell. Tuiana busts through. Gets out from Tautongi, getting very close to the line, into the corner, try again. That man, Murgatroyd. Right place, right time, but scintillating effort from depth. And they've been wonderful to watch, these tries. And just the support play to the ball carrier evident in this replay. As they got close to the line, there was numbers. They could have been greedy, they weren't. They wait, they draw, they pass. And the timing exquisite. Tuiana makes a good effort of it, pushes it wide. And that is the half-time whistle here at Ferren Park, and Roskill 19 points to 0, courtesy of 3 majestic tries.
What about our ruck work? What about our ruck work?
Play it down there and bring that D-line. I don't want anyone to drop back. We can do this.
Eventually brought down by Whanigau. Now a chance in the midfield. Whanua, inside pass, pop pass, inside pass, whole sequence of passes and leading to a try. Tautongi for Roskill gets the plaudits, but boy, that exchange of passes, inside out, short passes and support play led to the try, and the replay just confirms how exquisite those passes were. Beautifully timed, no one was greedy. The result, 5 points. It's nicely picked up. Falaniko used his patience to ensure he could just pop it out to the wing, get them underway. And the ball lost backwards, and that was good call. Some of the crowd didn't like it, but we had the right angle on that. And the call was correct, so too that one where it is lost forward. And now it's going to be that man again, Tautongi, the number 20. He needed help last time to score a try. This time he needed none. And a long-range try of high quality. The lock showing heels aplenty. And in the replay you can see from his breakaway, it was going to take some gas to catch him. There was not enough of it, and he just scampered away all the way to the try line and enjoyed every moment of it. And they are still short, but looking more likely. Closer by the minute. Can they get over this time? Reaching for the line, coming up short. Now an opportunity to go out wide and do what Roskill have done to them and score on the left-hand side of the field by creating space for the number 7, Juan Falaniko. And a just reward for a fine effort in the last few minutes from Manukau Rovers. Manukau Rovers have come back in this match and be proud of that. May not be enough, but who knows? If this kind of run continues. Finau from his own side of halfway. Look how far he's got, almost all the way. That deserved a try. Has been denied. Last gasp defence only saved the day. Now they go for the long-ranging pass. Must score, will do so. Cuts back. Scores Alu. But James Alu go and pat the back of Douglas Finau, because in the replay you can see the fullback just carving up 50 metres, painfully short himself, and then a great pass across the back line to ensure that try was the end result. And Falaniko's kick wasn't that successful last time. No better this. And the referee says that is the result of the match. And a great week comeback there by Manukau Rovers, but it wasn't enough to overcome that very impressive lead that was established by Puketapapa Roskill.
Yeah, I know we didn't start off well in the first half, but credit to the boys for coming back to make it a bit competitive at the end. But that's all we could ask of our boys, especially it's been a harsh year. Like in the past few weeks, we created opportunities, but we never managed to finish it off. So, it's pleasing to see that happen today.
Were you worried when they came back at you a bit in the second half?
A little bit, because, with these guys, we didn't want them to get their tail up because they'll be hard to stop. But, the boys stuck in.
Ponsonby lead the way in Auckland Rugby from Pakuranga and Grabber Tech on page 1 of the points table there. Over on page 2, Puketapapa recording their 3rd win this week. It was a good win over Manukau, who only have the 1. Okay, grassroots people, and that's all those fine folks, we've just seen them, who turned up at Fairlie Park for Puketapapa Mount Roskill's big day in the sun.
Malcolm, I understand you're the man behind this carnival atmosphere here. You don't go hungry at this ground, do you?
No, we never do. And everyone pretty much goes home happy.
Is it hard to get them to come along?
No, it's not. We've created a platform called Collaboration Central to be a bridge between businesses and community initiatives. So we're here to support Puketapapa with their first year and premium grade. It's cool.
And you don't go untidy either. We've got 3 haircuts going. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really awesome to bring out the boys from Clippers & Co. and Koza. They're all local barbers from this area. But yeah, just giving back to the community just feels more.
And what's your connection to the club other than the drink maker?
The club, we live in Roskill. Most of us are born in Roskill, went to Roskill Grammar, but yeah.
Are you going to Roskill Grammar one day?
The club does have a rosy future. I think it's really found its feet quickly in 3 years, and you can kind of tell from today just the crowd that's turned up, and it's just been amazing.
What I like is the smiles. Everyone seems to be having a good time, no matter what they're here for.
Welcome to Roskill. Yeah, we're a happy crew.
We are a happy crew. We're a happy crew right through New Zealand rugby, and right at the moment, we've got to finals time. We're going to try and bring you a lot of the finals from up and down the country, and the first of them next week. East Coast, West Coast, King Country, might even chuck a couple more in there as well. Thank you very much to all those who supported us when we got to their clubs for this week. In fact, for every week. We're always welcomed at the clubs. We love being there. And thank you too for watching this week. We'll see you next week on Grassroots Rugby.